Hey everyone, it's Carrie Ann from Everything Mom, and I have to wish happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian friends who are enjoying their long weekend. I do like the fact that, holidays give us that sort of chance to reconnect with family. We may not see that often. I know my family doesn't live in the city, so it is a chance for me to, get spend some time with my mom and my sister and her family. I'll be honest, I think of myself more as the Griswolds in Christmas Vacation. That whole idea of everybody getting together, having everybody over to my house and hosting a huge dinner, and then maybe having family stay for the weekend and everybody can hang around for coffee for breakfast the next day. Like the image of it and the theory behind it sounds fabulous. The reality of having the family together, how if somebody's not going to be happy and there's going to be bickering and there's everybody's tense, or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tense and making people feel comfortable, but I'm not feeling comfortable, therefore they're not feeling comfortable. And I find the family gatherings are not so much for me, but more for my kids because they love to, reconnect with their cousins. And even though they see each other maybe twice a year, every time they get together, and we were just talking about this on the weekend, every time they get together, it's like they haven't been apart. They reconnect quickly and they have so much fun and there's no bickering and it just goes nonstop. I don't think we see the kids until dinner, and then after dinner they're out doing stuff with the cousins again. So that's always the nice part of it. And really I'm not, the type of person who loves the whole everybody gather around the table and stay the weekend, and maybe that will reflect negatively on my kids. Maybe I'm perpetuating that whole idea of, when they get older and have their own families, they won't necessarily stay in touch. But I certainly make an effort for the holidays to get together so that they can get together, and maybe as they get older, they will enjoy it. Spending the day there and coming back, I was exhausted, and it's not like I made the dinner or had organized events to keep everybody entertained. It really was just sitting around and talking to people. But at the end of that, I was exhausted, and I was grateful that it wasn't in my house. My more introverted nature, I find group gatherings can be really draining. It's like all of the energy from everybody around just kind of sucks all the energy out of me. And although I enjoyed it, and I'm glad I went, I was beat coming on the drive back. It could also be how much of a connection you have with your family. And although, so my sister and I may not be that close, I think we both make an effort for our kids to connect because they seem to enjoy each other's company. And I like my sister, but I guess we've just never been sort of the close. And it's not just holidays. There is this growing trend of multi-generational travel. So going with grandparents or, your sister or brother's family. And so I think as a family we have ways that we like to do things. I'm very comfortable with my immediate family and how we know after all this time what works and what doesn't work and what makes people happy, what we can compromise with, how to work around things. And then when you add something else to the mix, a holiday is supposed to be a holiday, and that traveling together would probably be more stressful than fun, is my theory. So doing the whole group thing, the whole group family, I certainly see the benefit. But for me, what works best for me is in small doses. So for like a day to go up to visit, just knowing how I am. When it comes to family gatherings, how do you do them? Are you the big planner and like generations to come together and go to the cottage for a weekend with family members, or maybe even have traveled with extended family, and if that's something that that you've done and that's what you love, or maybe you're more along, my lines where it's you love your family, but you just want to sort of do it in small doses. I'm curious if I'm the only one who feels this way when it comes to large family gatherings, so let me know in the comments below. Have a great week for those enjoying Canadian Thanksgiving, and I guess I'll be back to talk to you guys next weekend. Bye!